Hey guys, it's Audrey from Audrey and Health, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about 6 good mood foods that you need to be incorporating to your diet on a regular basis. And I'm going to make it really quick and easy for you guys, okay? I'm starting from the top and I've got a bunch of notes here, so forgive me for looking down. So, number one, you've got to be eating protein. Now, I know there's a lot of talk about going vegetarian, going vegan. All I want to say to that is that your body needs good, well sourced animal protein. I really, really believe that it does. And if you're not going to eat animal protein, you have to be very, very particular about combining proteins and getting enough protein in your diet. Protein is super critical. Proteins are these long little molecules. When broken down, they are called amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks for all of the 4 neurotransmitter groups in your brain that regulate your mood. So you guys have heard of GABA, you've heard of serotonin, you've heard of the catecholamines, and you've heard of your endorphins, right? All of those need specific amino acids, not just some of them, they need all of the essential amino acids to build neurotransmitters. Gotta have it, gotta have your mood regulated, gotta get 20 to 30 grams of protein in your diet at 2 to 3 times a day if possible. So what are some good sources of protein that you should be eating in your diet on a daily basis? Grass-fed, organic, pasture-raised, or locally sourced beef, fish, poultry, lamb, venison, occasionally pork, and any fish that you can find that is also wild caught. Okay, really important that you get wild caught. Now, I am not saying by any means that we can be certain of the practices of the meat that we're consuming, but we can do our very best, and that's the best we can ask for ourselves. So wild caught, if you're going to eat fish, get as much protein, salmon, mackerel. I can't even think of all the different kinds of fish, but get a little bit of protein, 20 to 30 grams in your diet, 2 to 3 times a day. You're going to have a lot more of those raw materials to make those good mood neurotransmitters, all right? Next is fat. Now, I don't have time to explain to you the long saga fat has had in our society, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. Fat has been vilified, but fat in a good quality, in a natural, unadulterated form, is critical to a healthy body, okay? Bad denatured fats, denatured vegetable oils like canola oil, things like that, are terrible for you. So we need to make a clear distinction between the two of them. All I'm talking about today are the good fats. So why is fat so important? So the brain is made of fat. It runs primarily on fat, and fats are also needed to build all those neurotransmitters that I just told you about. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on this today, but I want you to know there are 3 kinds of fat: saturated, monounsaturated, and polyunsaturated, and they each have varying levels of fragility or stability, and they can be used for different things when cooking and when eating. They have very different profiles, but they're all necessary in your diet, okay? That's all I want you to know for today. Okay, real quick, I want to give you guys just a quick jog your memory, good fats that you should be incorporating in your diet on a daily basis. So of the saturated fats, great sources of saturated fat come in both animal and plant sources, and you have eggs, butter, lard, beef tallow, duck fat, palm oil, coconut oil. All of those are great. They're really great for cooking at high temperatures. Next, we have monounsaturated. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with olive oil. It is a great thing to be incorporating into your diet on a daily basis. And a lot of the other nut oils like hazelnut oil, almond oil, and avocado oil, and the nuts that they come from are great sources of monounsaturated fat. So keep those in mind. And again, cold pressed wherever possible. Make sure you're buying any monounsaturated oils in dark green or brown glasses. Really important. And then the last kind are polyunsaturated oils. So these likely need to be refrigerated in an opaque container, meaning no light is coming in, and you don't want them to ever be heated, all right? So some good examples are any of your fish oils, flaxseed oil, wheat germ, walnut, hemp oil, pumpkin seed oil, sunflower seeds, sunflower seed oil, sesame seed oil, safflower oil, peanuts, peanut oil, blackcurrant seed oil, and evening primrose oil. That's just to jog your memory, okay? Those are your good healthy fats. Now, number 3 good mood food, water. Now, when the body is dehydrated, your blood actually becomes more viscous, and your blood is the avenue that your body uses to transport all kinds of nutrients and oxygen throughout your body. So it's really important that your blood stays hydrated so it can transfer all of these among of many things, but your neurotransmitters, all right? So those good neurotransmitters and other hormones that are going to help regulate all of your bodily functions, all of your energy, your mood, you name it, your focus. You need to be able to get around your body, and they do that through hydration. So that's one of many ways that being hydrated is super important, but I just want to put that in your mind. And if you want to know how much water you should be drinking, I want you to check out another video, and I'm going to link it below in the notes. Okay, number 4, vegetables. Surprise! You need to be eating your vegetables. You need to be eating produce. They are loaded with vitamins and minerals. And here's a circumstance where it's going to be really important, as always, to get organic, locally sourced produce as much as possible, because those veggies, that produce is going to come likely from soil that is less depleted. So when soil has more nutrition and nutrients and minerals in it, so does your food. So the food is actually going to have more nutrition in it, more nutrients in it than a conventionally or industrial raised produce. So keep that in mind. The more variety of foods you eat, the more different kinds of nutrients you're going to be getting into your diet. You're going to be that much better off. Now, the next thing I want you to consider eating are complex carbohydrates. Now, these are unadulterated from nature. They haven't been processed. There's no nutrition label on them. We do need good quality carbohydrates. I don't want you guys to fall into the trap of thinking that carbohydrates are bad. Later on, when you feel more comfortable with some of these concepts, we can talk about why you should be eating what kind of carbohydrates when throughout your day, but that's just so not important right now. The kinds of good complex carbohydrates that I want you to be eating are grains, starchier vegetables like sweet potatoes and squash, as well as legumes and fruit. Go to town on your complex carbohydrates, and if you can, limit entirely or cut out entirely anything that's refined or processed, unless it's a really special occasion. You don't need that stuff in your diet. So when you do eat carbohydrates, though, I do want you to try to pair it with protein and fat, even if it's just a couple bites. That will help stabilize your blood sugar. And then the last thing that I want to run through for you guys are some additional bonus good mood foods. So things like fermented foods, organic meats, bone and vegetable broths, fresh herbs and spices, sprouted beans and seeds, raw apple cider vinegar, sea vegetables, miso, which is very different from commercial soy, and fermented dairy products, if tolerable, are all going to be great, highly nutritionally dense foods for you to incorporate into your anti-anxiety nutritional protocol. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and please let me know if you have any questions. My name's Audrey. I'm from Audrey and Health, and my only mission is to help you overcome naturally your anxiety or anxious feelings, get you out of comparison mode, get you feeling happy and fulfilled from the inside out. Because when you can find that mood magic from within, anything's possible. And then you have the energy and the time to go focus on the things that you really want out of life. All right, so reach out with questions, hit the subscribe button below if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the bell, and leave a comment, leave a review if this was helpful to you. I would love to know what you think. Share the love, all right? So see you guys next time. I've got a bunch more coming your way. Thank you so much, and I love you.